he got lucky with the opportunity because he's Eddie Hearn's puppet. At the end of the day, he's nothing. He hasn't accomplished nothing in the sport of boxing. So he can say what he want to say, but he's not on my level.
But Eddie, come on, man, they're gonna get burnt fucking with you.
Pro boxing fans, Bill Haney, man, your son done it once again. A lot of people.
If another person asks me a question, I'm gonna say, I told you so. No.
And new WBO welterweight champion of the world, Devin "The Dream" Haney.
Devin Haney didn't just flip the script, he set it on fire. He didn't just win, he did the one thing nobody thought he could do. He hurt him. And the aftermath? It wasn't a celebration, it was a war zone. From Bill Haney going scorched earth on Eddie Hearn to Ryan Garcia throwing disturbing insults from the sidelines, the chaos is just beginning. Let's break down exactly how Haney saved his career and why his biggest threats are already circling like sharks.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Fight Hub TV, and I'm joined now with the one and only Devin Haney. Congratulations, and the new. How does it feel?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I thank Allah for it. Everything I said I was going to do, I did. A lot of people wrote me off. They said that I was a runner, I was a sucker for left hook. That why was I taking this fight? I was going to get knocked out, and I proved all of them wrong.
Redemption?
Yeah, I mean, this is part of it. This is definitely part of it. You guys know that I really want the redemption with Ryan Garcia, but the best guy at 147 was Brian Norman, and now I'm the best guy at 147. I'm back to the man of the division, what I once was, and I'm willing to fight whoever. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, make the best fights happen, and yeah.
To understand why this win matters, you have to remember the nightmare Haney walked in with. The 2024 fight against Ryan Garcia wasn't just a loss, it was a humiliation. 3 knockdowns, a majority decision that felt like a beatdown.
Big left hand by Garcia, locks Haney early. Big left hand, and down goes Devin Haney.
As frequently as it needs to happen.
Oh, and he's got it locked again. What a show.
Even though the result was later changed to a no contest after Garcia tested positive for Ostarine, the damage was done. The memes, the clips of Haney stumbling, the narrative that he had pillow fists and a glass chin, it all stuck.
I know you might not really want, but just a thought.
Yeah, no, I mean, after the Ryan fight, I was fucked up. I was hurt.
Mentally.
I was hurt. I couldn't believe that a guy no disrespect to Ryan, but I felt like I was levels above him. I couldn't believe that a guy like Ryan could beat me.
Then came the comeback fight against Jose Ramirez. It was a win, sure, but it was ugly, tentative, unimpressive. Critics called it boring, fans called it unwatchable. So when Haney signed the contract to face Brian Norman Jr., the WBO welterweight champion, nobody was betting on a thriller. Norman is a dangerous man. He's an aggressive, forward-moving puncher who breaks people down. The boxing community whispered that Haney was walking into the lion's den with a target on his back and a chin that everyone suspected was made of glass. Round 1 looked exactly like the critics predicted. Brian Norman Jr. came out like a bull, firing quick jabs and taking the center of the ring. Haney looked tentative, ducking onto the ropes, waiting, hesitating. He looked like a man haunted by ghosts. Norman landed a combo. He pounded Haney with a left.
Here at 147 pounds.
The crowd held its breath. It felt like a matter of time before Haney folded. Haney found himself in an exchange. Usually this is where he clinches or circles away. Not this time. He fired a right hand, a hard, straight right that crashed into Norman's jaw. The champion didn't just stumble, he dropped. Brian Norman Jr. hit the canvas. The crowd erupted in genuine shock. This wasn't the pillow-fisted boxer running for his life. This was power. Norman got up, but he was dazed, his nose shattered, and blood pouring down his face. For the first time in years, Haney wasn't the prey. He was the predator. He walked Norman down, firing jabs and landing another hard right. It was a revelation. The broken fighter had just cracked one of the division's hardest punchers. The fight didn't end there, though. This is boxing, not a movie, and Brian Norman Jr. wasn't going to quit.
In 7 years, getting his wits about him. Does Norman, but he's got to.
Rounds 3 through 6 turned into a gritty, ugly dogfight. Norman, wiping blood from his face, tried to turn the match into a brawl. He charged forward, throwing wild hooks, trying to drag Haney into deep waters. But this is where Haney's boxing IQ took over. Critics might call it boring, but purists call it survival. Haney used every trick in the book. He jabbed, he moved, and yes, he clinched. When Norman got too close, Haney tied him up, neutralizing the power, frustrating the younger fighter until Norman started lunging without control. By the later rounds, fatigue set in. The chance of, "Let's go Devin," started to rise, but the action slowed down. Round 10 and 11 saw more wrestling than boxing, with Haney seemingly content to ride out the clock. He wasn't looking for the knockout anymore. He was looking to secure the bag. He ducked, he held, and he popped the jab just enough to steal the rounds.
Cruising to the finish line. What a perfect performance.
When the final bell rang, the scores, 114 to 113, 117 to 110, 116 to 111, confirmed it. Devin Haney was now a 3-division world champion. He had climbed the mountain again.
Devin, the Dream Haney!
One judge had it, 114, 113, the rest of them by a wide margin, as Devin the Dream Haney is the new WBO welterweight champion of the world.
Well, that first scorecard was 15-13?
114, 113.
Man, listen, whoever that judge was, I didn't catch the name. Whoever had that scorecard, 114, 113, bro, come on, you got to sit down.
WBO welterweight champion.
The judge, I didn't hear the name. The judge that had it 114, 113, you have to sit down. You have to sit down. You cannot judge fights anymore, or at least take 6 months to a year off and explain how you got that scorecard and then go back into training, because you're playing with people's livelihoods. Come on, man. 114, 113? Where? What fight? 114, 113, where? Mike Fitzgerald. I don't know him, but he has to sit down. You can change somebody's career with a bad decision.
Enter Ryan Garcia. While Haney was celebrating, Garcia was watching, and his reaction was
Is that the fight that you want?
Of course, that's redemption, so the same way he was rooting for me, I'll be rooting for him. I want him to win, and I think that it will align, and it will be a massive fight.
Ryan didn't break down the knockdown. He didn't analyze the tactics. No matter what belt Haney holds, Ryan Garcia is there to remind the world of that one night in 2024.
Because Devin feels that he can't. Oh God, they both landed hooks on each other. Oh, Devin knocked down Brian with a right. I told you he can hit. He can hurt Brian. That's my thing. Beat Debo Dare. Beat Debo Dare. Brian is hurt bad. Brian's hurt bad. Beat Debo Dare. Beat Debo Dare. Beat Debo Dare. Beat Debo Dare. Beat Debo. Good jab from Dare. Good jab from Dare. Good jab from Dare. Beat Debo Dare. Bam. Big right hand. Beat Debo Dare. Left foot just missed from Brian Norman. Good right hand from Debo Dare. You got to be Debo Dare. Hey, what happened to Devin? Like, why is Devin not busy? Hey, this fight got trash, bro. I cannot believe how this fight ended up. The fight started with a knockdown. Dog, Turkey is knocked out. Turkey is asleep. That is diabolical.
If Ryan Garcia was the troll, Bill Haney was the attack dog. Devin's father and trainer didn't waste a second enjoying the victory before turning his sights on their nemesis.
Who are the haters? Let me see him get in line. Let me see him get in line and tell me, give me an excuse. Tim Bradley, where you at? Timothy Bradley, where you at? Is there any question that Devin is a dog at 147? Timothy Bradley, where you at?
Eddie Hearn. Apparently, the British promoter had been running his mouth, calling Devin's performance boring and implying he was sleeping on Norman. Bill Haney wasn't having it. In a post-fight interview that can only be described as scorched earth, Bill unleashed a rhyme that sounded like a legitimate threat. "One thing you're going to either learn or you're going to get burned, messing with us," Bill warned, staring directly into the camera. He called Hearn a hater and dismantled the idea that the fight was boring. "Was it boring to you?" he challenged. "I think it's just tactics." But Bill didn't stop at defense. He flexed their new power. He name-dropped Turki Al-Sheikh and Dr. Rakin from Saudi Arabia, making it clear that the Haney team has the backing of the billionaires who actually run boxing now.
Like he was going to sleep. Well, how about this? You just woke up Bill Haney. Did you, what weight did you just fight at? 168, 161? And you're going to skip all of those champions, a great family that you come from, and you're going to pass Boots and Virgil and all these other great fighters to come to a star-studded division with Devin Haney in there? Well, tell the truth. But you got to say, why haven't you got a belt? And all this time coming from that star-studded family, talking about you're going to go past all those hungry fighters to 147 pounds after you fought at what?
160.
Man, are you crazy? Listen, you get nothing over here. You better go get a belt, man. Let us see you do something. You know what I mean? You pulling up, you got Eddie. I mean, I call him, you're going to learn with Eddie Hearn or you're going to get burned with Eddie Hearn. You dig what I'm saying? You see everybody, ain't nobody over there, Eddie. Make a champion. You know, Devin was the first one that signed. You know, you was the first one that signed with you that was young. You only had Danny Jacobs and Tevin Farmer. I mean, we believed in you. We believed in DAZN was an app. Everybody means something. They got seconds out. Should I call out
Radio
all the...
Raheem.
Listen, Radio Raheem. My man, all these have built Devin. We were built in the digital age. We weren't built, listen, but they tried to freeze us. They tried to run blocks. With the linear television, we stayed the course. They tried to block. We crossed all the streets before you ended up seeing Carl Moretti and Eddie Hearn and all them in the room. We was the first to work with them when they had sides of the streets. You remember that?
He scoffed at Eddie's stable, specifically Conor Benn. How old is he? 28? And no world title? Bill laughed. Devin is 26 and a 3-division champion. It was a mic drop moment. The message was clear. We don't need you, Eddie. We have the belts and we have the money. While Bill was yelling at promoters and Ryan was trolling on Twitter, a much more dangerous threat was watching in silence. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur has been eyeing the welterweight division for a long time. He knows Haney. He knows his style. And his reaction to the win wasn't an insult or a rant. It was a cold, calculated warning. Shakur has accused Haney of being scared in the past, and this win puts them on a collision course. With Haney holding a belt at 147 and Shakur moving up, a unification super fight feels inevitable. And unlike Norman, Shakur won't be easy to hit with a right hand. So where does this leave Devin Haney?
For everybody calling and texting me right now, we cool. My son cool, I'm cool. I ain't going away. Ain't nobody hiding nothing. It was a good fight. Devin Haney had a great game plan. Bill Haney, shout out to Devin Haney, shout out to Bill Haney. We're going to take it on the chin. We're going to take it like a man. And I'm going to be in the same place I'm always at, talking my same old shit. And I'm going to give him props where props is due. And that is what it is. Ain't be Norman C ain't hiding from nobody. You feel me? I'll be back.
Now, didn't nobody agree with me when I said that Norman was going to be easy work? Nobody.
On paper, he's back on top. He's undefeated, officially, a 3-division king. And he showed the world he can crack a chin when he needs to. He silenced the critics who said he had no power. But in reality, the target on his back has only gotten bigger. He proved he isn't broken. Now he has to prove he can survive the sharks that are coming for him next. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.